Welcome to Papillion, Nebraska, the home of red-hot Union Omaha as they host one Knoxville SC. Both teams winning last week, plus Union Omaha winning on Wednesday. Standings in USL League One. Union Omaha coming in at 4th in the league on 31 points, 8 wins, 6 of them coming in their last 8 games. As for one Knox SC, they've been in a bit of a tailspin. However, 25 points after picking up 3 last week, and they're just 1 point behind the Richmond Kickers, who are in 7th as one Knox tries to make a late push for the playoffs. Let's take a look at some key players for each team. First, for Union Omaha, it's been JP Skierce who has seen an uptick in production offensively. 2 goals in his last 2 matches. His 5 goals is tied for 2nd on the team. This goal he scores with his shin pad against Lexington in the midweek. But Skierce has just really surged offensively. He has 4 goals in his last 8 games, does the 25-year-old. And then next for one Knox SC, we will take a look at a player in Rudy Castro, who is just he's a fresh face. Made his debut against Fuego FC, and this is what he did in stoppage time. That's right, buried the penalty kick. It was the match winner against Fuego, and it ended a 7-game winless skid for one Knox. Rudy Castro, he was signed from San Jose Earthquakes 2 of MLS Next Pro, and he's looking to make an impact for Knoxville up front. So one Knox got the win over Fuego last week thanks to that Rudy Castro penalty. Union Omaha have won 2 in a row and 6 of their last 8. So 2 teams coming off wins, and Union Omaha trying to make it a 9-point homestand in Papillion. We'll have lineups and kick when we come back.
Sports medicine needs.
Game on.
One Knox SC visiting Union Omaha in Papillion, Nebraska. Kickoff just moments away as we take a peek at the season series between these two that the Union Omaha own. Their first matchup was on June 21st, where of course it was Noe Meza who started it with a direct free kick goal. Who else? But then it was Ilya Illich with a 92nd minute pen to equalize. So 1-1 draw in the first matchup. Then in Knoxville, Danny Fernandez opens the scoring for one Knox before a Junior Palacios golazo evens the score at 1 apiece. Dion Akoff with the stoppage time winner in the 94th minute. 2-1 win on the road for Union Omaha. So next it's the lineups as we get ready for kickoff. First Union Omaha, the home side, with Dos Santos up front. Luis Gil gets the start on the right side. And then Dion Akoff is back in the starting lineup at right back for Dominic Casciato's squad. No Noe Meza on the bench as he is dealing with an injury. And then for one Knox SC, led by Mark McKeever, it is Jessen Vanderploum who slots back into the team in midfield. So does Angelo Kelly Rosales, who missed last match with a suspension. Claudio gets another start via Lobos. And then up front, it's the trio of Keegan, Illich, and Castro. Rudy Castro with his first start for one Knox. He had the match winner last week with that late penalty kick. So a huddle for Union Omaha. This is their 3rd straight home match. They've won the first 2, trying to make it a 9-point homestand. Meanwhile, one Knox SC lost 4 games in a row before last Saturday's 1-0 victory on the road at Fuego FC. So one Knox trying to prove that 7-game winless skid was just a blip in the matrix. And Union Omaha already soaring, and Los Bujos trying to make it 9 points in 3 games at home. And we're underway from Papillion, Nebraska. So One Knox with possession, wearing the Marble City kits. Union Omaha with the black jerseys and yellow shorts as Dos Santos puts the pressure on Lewis. And a chance here for One Knox. Suahi putting the pressure on. Fuego FC went down a man in around the 50th minute last week, and it took One Knox going down a man themselves and until stoppage time to finally get on the board 1-0. Here's Kickoff, did not start last week. Union Omaha with a win on Saturday, 3-2 against South Georgia Tormenta. Alexi Suahi scored the winner in stoppage time, and then a 2-0 win over Lexington midweek. That's a heavy touch from Doyle and a goal kick for Knoxville. I'm Nevada Cullen, by the way. Our crew tonight, producer Mauricio Rodriguez, audio engineer Giovanni Basabe, and replay operator Oswaldo Rodriguez. And then in Papillion, the match officials, referee Dion Cox-Trieger, assistant referee Jake Brochu, assistant ref Drew Klemp, and fourth official Kyle Armstrong. This is Sean Lewis's second match back after missing 4 with a concussion. Dos Santos pounces on an opportunity. Heel tries to feed it, and it's shielded away as Union Omaha recycle. The Owls, or Los Bujos, they are flying high with 2 wins through their first 12 games, and since then 6-2. So they start with 2 wins, and now they've got 6 in their last 8, and they're just 2 points behind Charlotte in third. No one has more points than Union Omaha in their last 8 games, and no one has more points than them since June 24th when their hot streak started. It's been the polar opposite for One Knox. 7-game winless streak, 4-game losing streak. That was dangerous. But able to snap that last Saturday, the late win, a 1-0 victory over Fuego FC, and that's through. A chance for Knoxville, the strike, shielded away by Nuhu as he lets out a yell. That's your reigning USL League One goalkeeper of the year in action early. Union Omaha trying to counter. Akoff gets loose. Waldeck chasing him. Akoff slows it up, hits it ahead, heel, crosses, and no one's home. So chances at both ends through the first 4 minutes. Here's another cross into the area, that's headed out. Suahi, the center back, pressing up. Suahi really in an advanced position now into the area. Another cross towards goal, and that one just evades Dolabella. So this is on the other side. One Knoxville's chance. A nice kick save by Rashid Nuhu for Union Omaha. Pedro Dolabella with the chance for Union Omaha. Dolabella, 2 goals this season. He hasn't scored since May 25th against the Greenville Triumph. Triumph lead Charlotte 2-1 at the half, which has big implications in the USL League One standings. Especially for Union Omaha, who sit in 4th. Charlotte in third on 33 points. And Union Omaha at 31 coming into today. So a win would put them above Charlotte and into third. Other teams in the league can make jumps as well, though. Dolabella able to keep it in, but that's harmless. This is a road trip for one Knoxville. It's the second of 3 games away from home for them. 1-0 win Saturday at Fuego FC in Fresno. And they finished the road trip Saturday at Forward Madison FC. Mentioned the homestand, 3 games in a row at home for Union Omaha. They're also going for their 5th straight home victory. 5-2-3 at home are the Owls, as Akoff is called for the foul. And a free kick will come for one Knoxville, the league leader in set piece goals, 4 of them coming from free kicks. Looking at the foul on Akoff, yeah, that'll do it. So it's Waldeck, who is a common free kick taker for one Knox SC. Team leader with 3 assists. Just taps it. And he'll try to make a run down the left side, and Heel knocks it out. It's a corner coming up for one Knox. Waldeck to take this. He's played all 90 minutes in the midfield for one Knox in his last 2 matches. Out of Santa Clarita, California. Waldeck whips it in. And that one is a harmless corner for one Knoxville. Second chance, and Nuhu is there. Dos Santos clutching at his left side. Something that I talked to Coach McKeever about is, Coach Casciato about, is Dos Santos's size and how he's powerful, but it goes against him. He doesn't get a lot of fouls called against him. Well, he doesn't get a lot of fouls called in his favor, as defenders often are very physical with Steven Dos Santos. There's Akoff, acres of space for him. Opts to pass, and a try from Brito, sails wide. Joe Brito with an opportunity, he took it and didn't miss by much. Looking for his first goal of the season. And hit it on the half volley and just steered it wide of that far post, trying to beat Sean Lewis. That's the first shot for Omaha. And a foul going the other way. One Knox trying to play out the back. Skelton pushing forward. Villalobos intervened for one Knox, but that pass rolls out of touch, and it's an Omaha throw. 0-0 after the first 10 minutes from Papillion. Warner Park, home of Union Omaha, also home of the Omaha Storm Chasers, AAA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals. And a shirt tug results in another foul. So this is a promising spot for Union Omaha. Omaha with 12 set-piece goals. That's tied for second in the league, and one fewer than one Knox. Milanese on a free kick Wednesday against Lexington assisted a JP Skier's goal. Marco Milanese pops it into the box, and it's headed away. Rudy Castro trying to start a counter for one Knox, and he's falling down out of bounds. Throw in for Omaha. Omaha's the more prolific team in terms of goal scoring. 30 goals is tied for third in the league. Meanwhile, 24 for Knoxville's 9th. And here come Omaha. Dolabella making a run, and that's cleared away. Suahi has Mastrantonio, and Nuhu in Akoff's direction. Good first touch by him. The second touch, not so much. But Skier's came to the rescue. And it's a throw in for Omaha. Took a deflection off a Knoxville player. There's Mark McKeever, the head man for one Knoxville. His second season, Motherwell, Scotland native. 2021 USL League Two national champ with the Des Moines Menace. Dos Santos fighting for it. And he commits the foul. One Knox takes it quickly, and that's no trouble for Rashid Nuhu. Nuhu, the two-time Gold Glove winner, with 31 clean sheets. That's tied most in USL League One history, with the Richmond Kickers' Akira Fitzgerald. And Madison has scored tonight against Richmond, which means Nuhu can move into first place all time with 32 clean sheets if he can keep Knoxville off the board. One Knox threatening here. Keegan into the area. And rolls to the other side. Skier's, man of the match on Wednesday against Lexington. Nuhu. Suahi. Akoff has seen plenty of the ball early. Shaft Brewer Jr. had started in that position last two matches. And that's out for a goal kick for Sean Lewis and one Knoxville. One Knoxville, a 1-0 win last week without Jessen van der Ploem, who makes his return. He was out with a hip injury. Midfielder from the Netherlands. Came here from the Colorado Switchbacks in the USL Championship. He's got a goal this season. It came against Fuego FC earlier this year, and it was the match winner in stoppage time. So Knoxville had a 7-game winless skid. Came to an end, though, against Fuego on Saturday. And Mark McKeever said it was a sigh of relief that the team was in a bad place with the injuries, the suspensions, just didn't have the players that they needed. And to come away with 3 points was a relief. He says it's always a good feeling, and winning in Fresno is a huge positive, especially with the adversity traveling across the country brings. That's headed by Akoff. Offside flag did not go up at first, now it does. It was a weird game on Saturday for Knoxville against Fuego FC. 2 red cards, one for Maximus Eck for Central Valley, and then a late red card on the second yellow for Danny Fernandez. So Fernandez not available tonight for Knoxville. And McKeever didn't really think either deserved a sending off. He thought, though, that even 11 v 11, they would have won the game because he thought they were the better side. He also said it wasn't the best performance, but his team did look slightly better than Fuego, who didn't really have any options going offensively, especially when Maximus Eck got sent off, their wonderkind, the Academy product. And what Union Omaha has been doing lately is unbelievable. To start the season with just 2 wins in your first 12 matches, and then to win 6 of your next 8 is quite the turnaround. And Dominic Casciato, the head man of Union Omaha, said after the win against Lexington Wednesday that they're just showing how good they are. At the start of the season, they were playing incredible soccer, but they couldn't finish off games. They're having no trouble finishing off games now. Akoff. On the edge of the area, and Waldeck had to knock it out. A nice job by Dion Akoff. He has looked really good down the right flank so far. Akoff, 1 goal, 1 assist. The Fontana, California native, gets the back heel from heel, chips it into the area, and that one might have been a foul on Skiers as he went straight into the back of a Knoxville defender. It's Claudio, Gabriel Claudio, out of Yuma, Arizona, still down and helped up by Skiers. A good show of sportsmanship from JP. Yeah, Skiers trying to get on the end of the cross and just barreled into him. So Knoxville, they're a team that usually dominates possession-wise. 54.6%, that leads the league. As that one rolls out, Mastrantonio does well to use his body to shield it. But Union Omaha not too much worse in terms of possession, as we see some fans here at Werner Park wearing their Union Omaha jerseys. Union Omaha, 53% possession this season. That's 3rd in the league. And Omaha has had the better part of the possession thus far, with over 58% possession in this game. So the possession battle is certainly one to watch between these two sides. That one nearly rolls for Dolabella, who hurries Lewis. Header flicked on, but Suahi clears. Alexi Suahi had a great save last week while sprawled on the ground. That was Wednesday, actually, so this week against Lexington. And after that save, Rashid Nuhu gave him a bear hug. He was quite pleased with his teammates' save. As we take a look at the replay of this foul. Dolabella. Yep, cleaned out Waldeck. And that'll be a foul every time. Sliding tackle there by Brito. Knoxville takes the throw in quickly. Castro, who scored in his Knoxville debut last week. Knoxville wins it back. Cross into the box. Castro has a go and sails it. It's Rudy Castro, the 24-year-old from San Jose, California, with the latest effort for Knoxville. Scored from the spot last week as Mastrantonio's clearance rolled to Castro, and his shot cleared everything. Mastrantonio, his pass picked off, and that's a foul on, I think it's Dolabella. So that's back-to-back fouls for him. He's got to be careful as Kelly had stepped in to pick off the pass from Mastrantonio, and Dolabella took him down. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Free kick here for Jessen van der Ploem. Boots it long. Nuhu catches it. That's no trouble for Rashid. Nuhu, the two-time Gold Glove winner in USL League One, is actually not winning so far this year. It is the other keeper between the sticks tonight, John Lewis, with a .94 goals against average, as Lewis handles this one. But it's not super surprising that Knoxville's losing streak, their 4-game skid, happened in the 4 games that Lewis missed. He is an important piece to this squad, as Knoxville does not score goals like the rest of them. So the play of Sean Lewis in goal is important. There's a player in Jimmy Villalobos who is likely to score goals. He's got 2, including a banger against Chattanooga Red Wolves. And that goal was goal of the month for Knoxville, as Heel sends it in. No one's there though, as Claudio watches it roll out for a Knoxville throw. That's been how this opening 20 or so minutes has gone for Omaha. Positive play down the wings, but their services haven't really found anyone. There's Joe Burrito, who has the closest chance so far for Omaha. Just missed wide of the far post. And this will be a free kick opportunity, another one for Omaha. Yes, and van der Ploem making his return from a hip injury. And that time van der Ploem stepped in and got Connor Doyle. It's the captain, Connor Doyle, not the captain tonight. Doyle to take this one, 4 assists this season. His service is headed out, but still in the area. Keegan tries to clear. Back into the mix. And cleared once more by Knoxville. Castro trying to come down with it. Not a bad first touch, as Akoff tries to chest it down. And eventually gets it back to Nuhu. Union Omaha's backline can play with added confidence with Nuhu back there. Coach Casciato said that he's not the loudest guy, but everybody listens. Here's Akoff down the right wing. Into the area. It falls, a chance! Joe Brito with his first goal of the season puts Omaha ahead 1-0. It's been positive play down the right channel for Akoff all game so far. And this cross finds Brito, who is left unmarked, and Sean Lewis had no chance. Los Bujos continuing to fly high in Papillion as they go ahead 1-0 within the opening 25 minutes. Steven Dos Santos, Wednesday against Lexington, scored the opener in the 24th minute. And it's the 26th minute that Omaha scores for the first time in this match. So Joe Brito gets his first goal of the season for Union Omaha. He had 2 last year, including a banger against Minnesota United in the Open Cup. Not the start that Knoxville wanted, as the Owls strike first. Knoxville was held scoreless until stoppage time last week against Fuego FC. The good news for Knoxville is that Omaha's defense hasn't been the best this year, with 27 goals allowed. That's tied 4th most, and 12 set-piece goals allowed. And Knoxville, known for their set-piece goals, most in the league. So Knoxville hoping that there's some set-piece goals, set-piece opportunities the rest of the way. Chrysler rolls it back. Claudio for Kelly. Good to see Angelo Kelly back. 1-match suspension for the Honduras international. His 8 yellow cards, 2nd in the league behind his own teammate, Jalen Chrysler. There he is. He missed last match as well, but that was not due to suspension. That was a family function. Coach McKeever thought it might have been a sister's wedding or something of the sort. So McKeever happy to have those players back, as well as Vander Plaum. Unfortunately for one Knoxville, Sean O'Hearn is out for the next 4 to 5 weeks, and James Thomas is out for another 3 to 4. Also Kyle McDowell missing this match, he's sick. And Danny Fernandez suspended. Coach McKeever said he's not gonna mumble and grumble about it, but there's been a reason for this skid that one Knoxville has been on. As Waldeck taps it in, Villalobos looks to cross. It's shielded out for a corner, at least he thinks. And it could be a chance here for one Knoxville to equalize in the opening half hour. Another set piece opportunity as Waldeck found Villalobos, who tried to cross it in, and Akoff was the one to get a touch on it. Waldeck to take this one. Knoxville trying to knot this game at 1 apiece. looking for the immediate response to the 26th minute opener from Joe Brito. Waldeck's service is low and trickles through the box. An opportunity and a bike, and it's wide. It was Illich with the audacious effort, and it nearly found frame, but knew who was there anyways. Hydration break in Papillion, Nebraska. Gives us a second to mention that you don't want to miss a minute of the action in 2023. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN+. The home to the USL, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule for Union Omaha. So Omaha has Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC on Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Time. That'll be tough, but it could be a huge matchup for them in the playoff picture against the top of the table Hailstorm. Then Chattanooga on the 19th, Greenville Triumph on the 26th. Then September will be against North Carolina FC, and then 3 days later against the Richmond Kickers. As we look at the upcoming schedule for one Knoxville SC, their next match at Ford Madison, concluding their road trip. That's at 7 Central. Lexington SC on the 18th. Then Charlotte, South Georgia, and Madison. So it was Ilya Illich who had the latest attempt for one Knoxville. As we take a peek at the stats, one Knoxville does have the possession battle won so far, but just barely at 50.7%. Obviously a 1-0 lead for one Omaha with the Joe Brito opener, but Knoxville's out shooting Omaha 3-2, each team with one shot on target. Knoxville with all three of their shots coming from inside the box, but unable to put them on frame for the most part. Although Illich's bicycle kick didn't come that far away from finding frame. Dos Santos, nice back heel. Akoff again down the right wing, chips it in, and Dolabella can't get there, but it's still alive and finally cleared. Dion Akoff has just looked like a man on a mission down the right side. Doesn't matter who's there for Omaha, whether it's him or Shaft Brewer Jr., both of them bring a burst of speed. Brewer maybe a little faster, but Akoff's deliveries into the area have been exceptional tonight. Chrysler. Waldeck. Long ball. Nuhu lets it roll out. Union Omaha will hope to get Steven Dos Santos on the score sheet tonight, as the fans will surely enjoy that. Dos Santos, 3 goals in July, plus an assist, and won a league best 18 fouls, so he's a nominee for Player of the Month. Dos Santos a goal his last time out as well against Lexington on Wednesday. So August starting well for Omaha, the 2021 USL League One champs. Dos Santos tried to put some pressure on Lewis, and it was successful. He earns the throw-in for Omaha. There's Marco Milanese, played for Italy's youth national team and made 6 appearances for Napoli's first team. Also played with the Napoli under-19s as well as Torino and the Parma under-17s. Milanese is from Italy. Illich defending and does well. Throw in for Knoxville deep within their own half. Here's Luis Heel back in the fold. 3rd in League One with 35 chances created, the Orange County native. Heel, a couple caps for the U.S. men's national team. Spent 7 years in the MLS with Real Salt Lake, Orlando, Colorado, and Houston. Kickoff has been all over the ball. Oh, that's a great feed. And the flag goes up as Dolabella belts it into the stands and then apologizes straight away. He was frustrated after being called offside, but then booted it into the stands of his own stadium, Werner Park. So Dolabella, because of that, goes into the book here in the 37th minute. Dolabella with his 3rd yellow of the season. But Werner Park is well, there's another foul. That one, both teams really not too pleased with it. And the card comes out. Milanese says no thanks. So Milanese with his 6th caution of the season, back-to-back yellows for Union Omaha. Milanese, the 25-year-old, played with the Ocean City Nor'easters of USL League Two before coming to Omaha. Free kick for Knoxville. Trying to even this game before the teams hit the locker room. It's a line drive cross, and Dos Santos heads it out for a corner. Once again, it's Waldeck. This time, they'll have a chance for an in-swinging delivery. Two-time national champ at Stanford. Trying to knot this game at 1 for Knoxville. That's not a great corner, and Dos Santos was all over it. Kelly knocks it back in Lewis's direction, way out of his area. That one chested down, and Keegan comes up with it. He's knocked down and wins the foul. Crowd booing here at Werner Park as JP Skierce is the guilty party. Man of the match Wednesday against Lexington in Omaha's 2-0 win for their 4th straight home win. Can't keep giving Knoxville set piece opportunities. They will eventually get one. They've got 13 goals off set pieces. That's the most in the league. Waldeck to take. Towards the right side of the area, headed away. And Heel gets it. Heel. Only Lewis to beat, and he misses wide. Shirt over his head, Luis Heel knew that was the opportunity to double Omaha's advantage. A costly mistake by Angelo Kelly. Waldeck chasing him down. Great positioning from Sean Lewis to make sure that Luis Heel fired wide, as Heel remains goalless on the season. But that was a golden opportunity for the Owls to make it 2-0. Villalobos rolls it back to Chrysler. Keegan. Kelly back to Vanderploum, looking for Keegan. And Mastrantonio able to win it, but Vanderploum watches it roll out, and it's a Knoxville throw. Chrysler. Waldeck for Castro. Mastrantonio muscles him out of touch. That's a throw-in for Knoxville. Akoff putting the pressure on. Waldeck inching towards the 18. Cuts back. Nice ball for Castro. And that's out, but off of who? Looks like it'll be a goal kick. So Knoxville has done a great job pressing forward. They've outshot Omaha 5-3, but only one shot on target. That's been one of the problems that Coach McKeever has talked about. Bit of impotence in front of goal for his squad. And there's a foul. Won by Omaha. Crowd cheering for a card as Skierce was the one knocked down. We'll watch back what happened. That one didn't look like it was worthy of a card. I'm sure Knoxville would contend that it might not have been worthy of a foul. But it is a free kick for Omaha, and it looks like a card will come out. That's Angelo Kelly. Here in the 44th minute. So Kelly, after returning from a one-match suspension, picks up yellow card number 9. That's second in the league. Par for the course for him, as that one from Dos Santos was headed out. He tried to direct it back towards the center of the box. Chrysler tried to play it down the left wing, but not a great pass. Flicked down by Dolabella. Heel looking for Brito. Headed away. Dolabella has it back towards Brito's direction. Three minutes of stoppage time coming up. Presented by Muchachos. So 3 minutes for one Knoxville to try to get an equalizer. They've had plenty of opportunities. I guess plenty is a strong word, but a handful. Just haven't been putting them on frame as Dos Santos, even though doesn't get fouls called in his favor often. That one was clear and obvious, and a card will be awarded to Jordan Skelton as Dos Santos is still down. Dos Santos was knocked down a few times against Lexington on Wednesday. Skelton picks up his 8th yellow. Yellow card presented by Hale Varsity Club against Knoxville's Jordan Skelton. That's the first caution for Knoxville. And yep, Skelton just went over the back of Steven Dos Santos. Dos Santos still being attended to. I mentioned he got knocked down a few times against Lexington on Wednesday. Coach Dom Casciato said that with his size, center backs have to get physical to deal with him. He's fouled more than anyone in the league, according to Casciato, but he doesn't get the calls sometimes. That time he did. So this is an opportunity for Omaha to double its advantage in the final minute of stoppage time. As Dos Santos collects himself after that hard foul. Doyle pops it into the box, headed down. Brito settles it. Brito sails it just barely over the bar. So close to a first half brace for Joe Brito. Oh, that one he just needed to get that little dip. He needed gravity to work in his favor. Unfortunately, it did not curve down just as much as he wanted it to. And here's Knoxville. Illich trying to win the penalty, or win the foul. And he, unfortunately for Knoxville, does not. And Illich is still down, clutching his face. So we hope Ilya's okay. Serbian international from New Mexico United. Look back at what happened to Illich. Oh yeah, yep, that one probably should have been a foul. Skierce caught him with either the elbow or the forearm. Thought for a second maybe that Illich was milking it to try to get a foul called and a free kick for Knoxville, but it did look like there was legitimate contact there as he squirts some water in his eye. Illich, a jack of all trades for this team. With 3 goals, he's also an assistant coach, and he wears the captain's armband. Expect the whistle to be blown soon for halftime. We'll see if Knoxville gets one more shot after the foul. That's trouble. It's poked by Dolabella. Here comes Brito and Omaha. For Dos Santos, he's onside. He tried to center it, but Brito couldn't get there, and neither could Dolabella, and that's likely how the first half comes to a close. Omaha so close to adding a second, but just beyond reach. Dos Santos, oh, maybe was trying for the far corner. Maybe was trying for Dolabella, but in the end it was in between them. And it's a goal kick for Lewis. And with that, likely the end of the half. Perhaps a smidge of time left for Knoxville. Nope. That is all. 1-0 at the end of the opening 45 in Papillion, Nebraska, as Union Omaha leads at the break as they go for a 9-point homestand with 9 points in 3 games. The goal scorer in the first half for Union Omaha. Joe Brito with his first of the season. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll have a wonderful halftime show prepared for you. Here from Papillion, it's Union Omaha on top of Knoxville. 1-0, Joe Brito getting his first of the season. Knoxville trying to get something back, but it's been Omaha that's been closer. So, halftime show when we come back on ESPN+.
My name is Yoskar Galvin. I'm a midfielder for Union Omaha. I mean, it was exciting because at first I really didn't think I was going to get schooling, but my mom was pressuring me, and obviously I pressured myself to get my studies done because it's really important to me and my family. So right now I'm trying to get my generals out of the way and try to figure out what I want to do. I want to get my minor, obviously, and then try to see if I want to do my master's, but that's just been my goal since I was a little kid, and my parents' goal, my parents' dream, and that's the dream that I want to fulfill for them. And obviously playing professional and having school is just an amazing thing. I mean, getting school for free is an amazing feat, and obviously getting it from your team and just Bellevue being so supportive. I mean, every counselor, every helper for the school has been helpful a lot, and I've been learning. My name is Yoskar, and I'm a Bellevue University student.
Back here in Papillion, Nebraska, your score at the break, 1-0 Union Omaha over 1 Knoxville SC. The goal scorer, Joe Brito for Omaha, as we take a look at the highlights from Wednesday.
Only one game in the midweek, Union Omaha looking for payback after the stomping they took just a week and a half ago to this same Lexington side. 24th minute, it's a lovely corner kick from Connor Doyle and a sure-headed finish from Steven Dos Santos, nodding in his 5th goal of the season with the Owls, and rewarded with a big celebration with Wes Mims. Then, in the 37th minute, we get this awesome play. It's not a goal, but it's a J.P. Skeers header, and Kalen Fox goes flying in to clear it off the line. I mean, that's got to be up for save of the week. I know it's not a keeper, but case closed. Then, we'd have another defensive effort in the 50th minute. Alexi Sawahi denies an opportunity right in front of goal for Eric Ceja Gonzalez, denying him the chance to score and level things up in the second half. And he's very graciously thanked by Rashid Nuhu, his keeper, after the fact. Then just 2 minutes later, it's dead ball specialist J.P. Skeers. This time, he's able to get to the back of the net. Just a delicate touch from him. Nice ball from Marco Milanese. Cannot keep your eyes off of J.P. Skeers when it's a corner kick or a free kick like that. Then, in the 61st minute, Lexington tried to have the deficit, but a quick reaction from Rashid Nuhu keeps his clean sheet, and Union Omaha able to get the 2-0 victory. That's 2 wins in a row for the Owls and 3 wins in 4. And for Rashid Nuhu, it's his 31st career clean sheet in USL League One, 30 in the regular season, and he also had a clean sheet in their championship win in 2021. So let's talk about Rashid Nuhu a little bit. He's been with the team since the start, a name that at this point is synonymous with Union Omaha. And he's known for a lot of things, but he's always had a penchant for twitch reactions, especially with his legs, but that doesn't mean he can't stop some heat with his mitts as well. Played 4 games with Red Bulls 2 in 2019 in the USL Championship, so his pro career isn't entirely in Omaha colors, but it nearly is. You can't forget his goalie assist in 2021, where he helped Evan Conway score one of his many goals that season in the Kraft House at Gillette Stadium. And he's still kicking it this year. 6 clean sheets on the season, which puts him 2 behind the front runners Bernd Shipman and Lalo Delgado. Needless to say, this Fordham Ram has stamped his claim in these early years of USL League One's history. I know the Owls are more than happy to have him around, especially because he's always pushing to improve, a thread line we've heard over the years about Mr. Nuhu from several coaches on the coaching staff. But he's not the only one with 31 clean sheets in USL League One. So with that in mind, let's pivot over to Akira Fitzgerald. Standing at just 5'11", this man takes the term shot stopping and just runs with it no matter where the shot is coming from or where it's going. Fitzgerald has proven he has the capability to ragdoll himself to the right spot and punch away the effort. Now, unlike Nuhu, Akira has been a pro for quite a while, spending time with the Carolina Railhawks that are now known as North Carolina FC in USL League One. But he also spent time with the Tampa Bay Rowdies before going to RVA in 2019. And not only is he demonstrating his cat-like prowess with sticks, or demonstrating his cat-like prowess between the sticks, he's also the goalkeeping coach for the Richmond Kickers, so a bit of a juggling act this season and previous seasons for Akira Fitzgerald. Probably helps that he's able to stop shots from Emiliano Terzaghi in practice every single day, but he's been a quality goalkeeper for so long. I, for one, will be interested to see who is on top at the end of the season when it comes to career clean sheets, and you should be interested in what's coming up next at halftime on ESPN+. We'll see you there after this from the USL.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Let's take a look at what's happening around USL League One. Here are your news and notes. July Player of the Month nominees announced, including Steven Dos Santos, who had a wonderful month, 3 goals and 1 assist. Fuego FC, new training facility. It'll serve both the first team and academy squads. And Keziah Sterling recorded a brace Wednesday and added an assist against Omaha on Saturday. He is USL League One Player of the Week. He's included in the Team of the Week, which features a couple players from this game tonight, including Jordan Skelton of One Knox SC. Skelton, just unbelievable job in defense, a bunch of clearances, helped to keep a clean sheet against Fuego FC, leading to the Knox win. And then for Union Omaha, Steven Dos Santos had a goal and an assist against Tormenta. Here's what's ahead in USL League One. Tonight, still to play, Fuego FC and Red Wolves SC. On Wednesday, a trio of games in action. Richmond against North Carolina, Tormenta again against Fuego, and Red Wolves have another game against Madison. Next Saturday, these two teams will be in action. One Knox SC taking on Madison, and Union Omaha taking on top of the table Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC. That should be a thriller at 8 Central Time. Looking at the scoreboard now from around the league today. Full time, Greenville Triumph defeat the Charlotte Independence 3-2. We'll come back to that one in just a second. Richmond falls to Madison 2-1. In the 69th minute, South Georgia Tormenta and North Carolina FC are level at 2 apiece. And at 9 p.m., so starting just about now, Northern Colorado and Lexington 0-0. But with that Greenville-Charlotte score, Charlotte loses Omaha is now, in terms of the live table, in third place. So we'll see if Omaha can hold on to get the win against Knoxville and stay. Coming into this match, and Knoxville also having won in their last match, and Knoxville is on the front foot early. This strike denied by Rashid Nuhu. Then on the other side, Joe Brito tried one, and that was just a sign of things to come. The Akoff to Brito connection. Here's Brito again down the right wing. Loose ball, and Brito hops on it to put Omaha ahead. Tastier than a bucket of chicken tenders. And the Owls up 1-0 in the 26th minute thanks to the Joe Brito opener. First goal of the season for him. There would be more from Omaha as they had the better chances after that. This a mistake by Angelo Kelly that Luis Heel hops on. Derek Walduck closing in on him, and Lewis positioned himself well because that was awfully close from Luis Heel. So close to 2-0. For Omaha, they also had another chance later, and they ended up with 4 shots, but they were outshot 5-4. That's interesting. One Knoxville getting the opportunities, just not putting them on frame. Omaha with just 1 shot on target, but they scored that shot on target. It was the Brito finish, as Knoxville, as always, leads the possession battle. Both teams with a couple yellows. So, second half. A lot on the line for Union Omaha because if they hold on to this 1-0 lead, they will hop the Charlotte Independence and go straight to third place. Los Bujos looking for their 7th win in their past 9 matches. Meanwhile, one Knoxville looking to level it. They've been very good at getting draws on the road. 3-2-4 is their record on the road. So 4 draws away from home. But Coach McKeever says that's not enough anymore. He says they've done really well to do that, to get draws away from home, but we're not looking for that. 1 point is not going to move them up the table. We have to go for it. We got to throw the kitchen sink at them the rest of the way. So we'll see what he does in this second half. I'd expect Gio Calixtro to come into the mix. One change to be made for Union Omaha is right there entering the picture, Joe Gallardo entering for Pedro Dolabella. Joe Gallardo, the 25-year-old from San Diego, California, 2 goals and assist. He assisted Steven Dos Santos' goal on Saturday against Tormenta. That put Omaha ahead 2-0 in the 50th minute. So Gallardo probably hoping for a similar result just out of the locker room for an early second half goal. That's what Omaha did against Lexington as well, as they went up 2-0 in that match. They almost blew it against Tormenta, but they looked resilient against Lexington on Wednesday, and they'll hope to close this one out against Knoxville, as that one could be trouble. Heel tries to volley it, and Skelton shielded it. So there's your change, Gallardo for Dolabella. No changes for Knoxville out of the locker rooms. Oh, and that one's dangerous. Milanese and Kelly crashing into each other. Is that on Kelly? If so, that's his 2nd yellow. Oh no. This is catastrophe for Knoxville, as a game removed from a 1-game suspension, Angelo Kelly is sent off after his 2nd yellow. So Knoxville, after going down a man last week late to have to play 10 v 10 versus Fuego FC, is Angelo Kelly sent off straight out of the locker room. Let's see what happened. Oh man, a collision between him and Milanese. See, it's tough because it does look like a yellow card type challenge, but I think the only reason that Kelly is given the yellow is because Milanese backs off. And McKeever not going to be happy about this one. Mark McKeever said that he didn't think that Danny Fernandez deserved his second yellow last week, as he was sent off after the 80th minute. And this time it's a 46th minute yellow card for Kelly that turns red, his second yellow of the game. And Knoxville is playing down a man for the final 45. So a huge advantage for Union Omaha. Here's what McKeever said last week. He said, I don't think either sending off should have been a sending off. I could see why both happened, but I don't think either should have been sent off the field. And he thinks they could have won 11v11, but this time they're going to have to make something happen down a man. Unless, of course, we have deja vu from last week and Omaha ends up with the red card, and, well, you never know. But that is absolutely gutting for Angelo Kelly. The Honduras native was suspended last match, comes back into the fold for this match against Omaha, and is sent off. He had a yellow card in the 44th minute, so just 2 minutes later, technically. The other side of the half, he gets his second yellow. Omaha looking to add a second quickly. Dos Santos looking for Akoff, who has a long run to get there. He does. Akoff switches to his left, charges into the box. Akoff shooting and blocked. Doyle for Heel. Luis Heel, right-footed strike. And that is headed away by Jordan Skelton. It's a corner kick for Omaha. Positive play for the Owls. Union Omaha corner kick coming up, presented by Modelo. I think the fans are a fan of that. As they just shouted out Modelo with the PA announcer at Warner Park. Doyle to take. Omaha trying to double its advantage. It falls for Milanese, and that's shielded out. It's another corner. Another Modelo corner for Union Omaha. I mean, y'all hear him, right? Once again, it's Doyle to take this one. Assisted Dos Santos from a corner earlier this week. That's headed away by Keegan. And a chance for a counter for Villalobos. However, Akoff runs in there and keeps the ball in. Vanderploum for Waldeck. And that bounces off of Waldeck, chested down by Omaha, and a long strike deflects. Whoa, that's out for a corner, and Skelton was in the right place at the right time. Because Lewis was going the other way, so he might have saved it. If Skelton deflects that into the net, that's dangerous. Long distance strike, and Skelton able to direct it just past the near post and out for another Modelo corner for Union Omaha. Doyle with the line drive, trickles through, and a strike denied. Skierce onto it. after the try from Milanese. Holding it up is Castro trying to start the counterattack. Tried to unleash Kelly. Nope, that's not Kelly. That's Claudio. Kelly was sent off. Line drive corner. Dos Santos tried to get on the end of it. Milanese hit it strongly, and Lewis, with the brick wall hands, forced it away. Important parry from Sean Lewis. Jessen Vanderploem is down after that sequence and able to help himself back up. Out with a hip injury last week. Suahi. Suahi heads that one. Illich fighting against Skierce, and he is called for the foul. Taken quickly, Luis Heel. For Milanese. Nice triangle action by Omaha. Mastrantonio. So the unfortunate part for Knoxville, they're a team that loves to play with the ball. They're going to have to play without the ball, considering they're down a man. They're not going to have the same possession that they usually have. They still have the advantage in the possession battle today, but Omaha having the lion's share of the ball since Knoxville went down a man. Mark McKeever said he wishes points were awarded for passes completed. That one lofted in by Gallardo. Akoff tried to get there, but Waldeck able to make sure it rolls out for a Knoxville throw. And this is going to be an Omaha throw. Too much on that pass. There's Mark McKeever. He's got to be frustrated 2 weeks in a row that his player has received a second yellow. It has resulted in a red card and them having to play with 10. This one much earlier than last week's. Vanderploem for Chrysler. Chrysler, twice a Team of the Week mention this season. So as expected for Knoxville, Frank Ross looks like he'll get some action. As here come Omaha. Gallardo tripped up. So Frank Ross will be entering soon for Knoxville in place of Ilya Illich. Remember, Illich had a little bit of an injury earlier in the game, but I don't think that's the situation. Although he goes down again here and wins the foul for Knoxville. Illich, the Serbian, 3 goals this season. It looks like Illich will make way here. Couple substitutions for one Knoxville as Frank Ross will come in, the Scotland international. Vanderploem checks out. Frank Ross got the start last week. He has 3 goals. And Jan-Erik Linos comes in as well. He's seen a lot of action lately. The Felsberg, Germany native, has 2 assists. This is his 12th appearance. He had an assist back on July 22nd for the Callum Johnson goal for one Knoxville. And at this point, Knoxville just going for some fresh legs to account for the fact that they are now down a man. The second yellow, putting them at a disadvantage. Angelo Kelly removed from the game because of the 2 cautions. Linos going to square up across. Ross to Linos on the right side. Claudio. Skelton. Chrysler couldn't handle it. Headed away by Mastrantonio. USL's second annual summer showcase signals the start of the sprint to the finish. Philip Goodrum and FC Tulsa head west to face Romario Williams and Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. FC Tulsa and Switchbacks FC Wednesday, August 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. It'll be 8 p.m. Central Time if you're a fan in Papillion. Also, shout out to a little group of fans watching in this match. A few Knoxville fans at Alliance Brewing Company in Knoxville, Tennessee. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all are enjoying your watch party. I'm sure you all are hoping that Knoxville can find a way in this one despite being down a man. Knoxville knew this road trip would be tough. That's too heavy from Linos. So one more substitute that will be coming in for Omaha shortly, Shaft Brewer Jr. to replace Dion Akoff down the right side for Omaha. Akoff has been wonderful. He assisted that goal, the opener from Brito. Here come Omaha again. Across, and the header's in. It's Connor Doyle who nods it in to double Omaha's advantage. Just like last week against Lexington, it's 2-0 Omaha as that goal is presented by Nebraska Lottery. So that's Gallardo with the service down the right side, the substitute with an instant impact, and that is a well-placed header by Connor Doyle with his first goal of the season for Omaha. He got the assist for Dos Santos' goal last week against Lexington. That was Wednesday. So he has an assist and a goal this week. Connor Doyle, 31-year-old out of McKinney, Texas, his third season with the Owls, featured in every match the last 2 years. He's featured in every match this year, and he puts the Owls up 2-0 as Los Bujos continue to fly high in Papillion, looking to round out this homestand with 9 points out of 9. Knoxville trying to answer, Linos. Claudio. Into the mixer. That one hit an arm. And Castro tried to come down with it, but the handball was called. So the substitution happened after the goal. Shaft Brewer Jr., there he is, replacing Dion Akoff. Brewer, the 23-year-old from Sacramento, California, with 1 goal this season. 13 caps for the United States at the youth international level. And has played with LAFC, the Phoenix Rising. Also a part of Sacramento Republic, FC Dallas, and RB Leipzig academies. Chested down by Linos. Heel. Uh-oh. Keegan stepped in there, knocked down, but no foul in the box, so no penalty for Knoxville. A little shaky, though, defensively at the moment for Omaha as they try to play out the back. They do have a 2-0 advantage, so Omaha doesn't quite have the nerves anymore. Dominic Casciato, the first-year head coach of Union Omaha. Here's Dos Santos, July Player of the Month nominee, running it down that left side and forces a Modelo corner kick for Union Omaha. That guy right there, exiting your screen to the right, still in your screen. Steven Dos Santos, he owns July. Had 3 goals and an assist. He said, "I'm happy that I scored the last 2 games, but I'm more happy that we won the last 2 games." Omaha trying to win their 3rd match in a row and 5th straight home match. Doyle whips it in. Flicked away, chested down. Oh, a little bit of a chance there for Omaha. Off the corner kick. And a player down for the Owls. Dos Santos checking on him. It is Milanese who is struggling to get up. As we take a peek at what happened on that corner kick, it was flicked away by Knoxville, chested down, and not a bad effort, just wide though. You look at the attacking stats now, and Omaha is rolling ever since the second half started, especially since Knoxville's playing with 10 because of Angelo Kelly Rosales' second yellow. And Omaha now leads 11-5 in the shot department. They've outshot Knoxville by 6 with 3 shots on target. They've scored 2 of them. Milanese looks a little bit dazed, like he's trying to figure out how to use a landline phone. Loud calls of support from the Owls supporters as Anderson Holt gives Milanese a hug. And I think that, I don't know if Milanese is going to stay in. It looks like he might be coming out as he makes his way towards the bench after picking up a knock. So yeah, it'll be Anderson Holt checking in for Union Omaha. 18-year-old from San Diego, California. Gio Calixtro is on, by the way, for Knoxville in place of Gabriel Claudio, an offensive sub for Knoxville. And Steven Dos Santos will not be on the score sheet this week, but perhaps his replacement will be Alex Steinwasser. Steinwasser from Sterling Heights, Michigan. 1 goal and 1 assist. This is his 17th appearance. It's common that Steinwasser is used off the bench. And then Anderson Holt came in, number 13 for Omaha. He replaced number 5, Marco Milanese. There is Holt, 6'2", 187 pounds, 18-year-old from San Diego, California. So a huge result this would be for Omaha if they can hold on to the 3 points. There's Gio Calixtro, signed with One Knox back on July 10th, so he hasn't even been on the squad for a full month. But Union Omaha with a win tonight would have their 9th win. They'd be up to 34 points, which is one more than the Charlotte Independents, and therefore Omaha would be in 3rd place in USL League One. Also, just as it stands now, the lag table, they're just 3 points off North Carolina FC, who leads League One. Chance for Omaha, tripped up, and no foul. Brewer looking for Gallardo down the right wing, keeps it in. Gallardo, it rolls out. And it looks like Burrito's still down for Omaha. Hope that Joe Burrito's okay. The opening goal was scored by Joe in the 26th minute. By the way, Anderson Holt, the 18-year-old, I'm pretty sure this is his professional debut. The 18-year-old has not featured for Omaha this season. He's a player from the Union Omaha Academy. Burrito helped up. Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SXM app. So it looks like Omaha will take this corner shorthanded, so 10 on 10. Doyle whips it in, headed up, and Lewis gets it after Mastrantonio got his noggin to it. Oh, nice ball for Keegan. Nuhu comes out though. So smart, Rashid Nuhu. I bet he told his squad to go out there and score as many goals as possible tonight, because I'm sure he wants his 3rd Golden Glove. He trails Sean Lewis. Coming into this match, it was Lewis with a less than 1 goals against average. So only allowing less than a goal per match that he's played in. Nuhu not that far behind, just over 1.3 goals allowed per match. And with Richmond conceding tonight, he has a chance to move into sole possession of first place all time in clean sheets with 32. Player down for Knoxville. As here comes Gallardo down the right side for Omaha. Has Burrito and has a runner, it's Brewer. Into the box, Shaft Brewer taps it in. Heel, saved by Lewis. Heel wants his goal. Sean Lewis kept it out. keeping it 2-0. Let's run that back. Shaft Brewer, a perfect cross, heel, the first touch. Lewis diving backward into his own net, able to parry it away. And it does look like he kept it from crossing the line, but of course, don't have a way to know for sure, but unbelievable save there by Sean Lewis. Put that one down for a save of the week contender. Still with Omaha, trying to make it 3-0. At Werner Park, home of the Owls, Steinwasser. Holt. Back to Steinwasser, and he couldn't get anything on it, so it rolls out for a goal kick for Knoxville. There's Alex Steinwasser. Played with the Milwaukee Wave. If you don't know who that is, then you don't know arena soccer, I guess. I didn't know who it was until recently when I was doing my research on Steinwasser. Milwaukee Wave, one of the best arena soccer teams in America. Major Arena Soccer League champions multiple times. Steinwasser, before that, played at Xavier, and before that, he was a D2 second-team All-American at U-Indy. Long ball for Calixtro, and that one hit too hard. So 2-0 Omaha over Knoxville as Los Bujos look for their 7th win in their past 9 games, the hottest team in the league since late June. Looking to springboard into 3rd place. They got a Joe Brito opening goal in the 26th minute, assisted by Dion Akoff, before Connor Doyle scored his first of the campaign, assisted by Joe Gallardo. It's been a good day if your name is Joe. Here's Gallardo. Waldeck covering him. It's Heel. Good first touch by him. Plays it for Doyle! Lewis diving, but the shot was always rising. Connor Doyle looking for a brace in a game where he scored his first goal of the season. This is nice by Heel, a long distance effort, and it didn't miss the top right bin by much, as Doyle wanted to put it right where Mama keeps the peanut butter. Chrysler for Skelton. Skelton team of the week last week with the clean sheet against Fuego FC. Skelton out of Newcastle, England. Leads USL League One with 109 clearances. To give you a scope of how many that is, that's 19 more than the next guy. That's a good long ball, but just ahead of Calixtro. That's a throw-in for Omaha. A reminder, one Knoxville playing with 10 men because Angelo Kelly Rosales picked up a second yellow. Mark McKeever surely furious with the decision after last week having Danny Fernandez sent off. So Kelly, after missing last match with a suspension, he'll be suspended next week after Fernandez was suspended this week. And Knoxville cannot catch a break. Calixtro working against 2 Omaha defenders, gets the cross away. And Brewer comes down with it for Omaha. Trying to start a counter. Gallardo looking deep, twists around, and in Brewer's direction, but short. Knoxville know they're running out of time. We enter the final 15 here from Papillion, Nebraska. Nevada Cohen with you. Producer Mauricio Rodriguez, audio engineer Giovanni Basabe, and replay operator Oswaldo Rodriguez. Thanks to our camera crew as well, holding down the fort in Papillion. Steinwasser racing for it. Lewis lets it roll into his area so he can pick it up. Foul for one by Knoxville. Knoxville, looking at their upcoming schedule, have Ford Madison FC Saturday. And then on August 18th, they finally return home after 3 games away from home against Lexington SC for the, I think it's called the Battle of the Barrel? Barrel Battle? It's their next home match. But Mark McKeever told me that this period is tough for us with back-to-back flight trips. So coming away with as many points as possible is his objective. He has addressed the difficulty of the travel. They were able to pick up the win against Fuego, which was huge. They stayed perfect, or unbeaten really, against Fuego on the season, picking up 7 points in 3 matches against Fuego FC and winning twice in Fresno. But for Knoxville, if they do lose this match, or even if they draw, it'll be the first time in their existence in USL League One, as they are an expansion side, that they've been swept. Here's a chance though for Knoxville. It's laid off for Keegan. Jake Keegan strikes, and it's cleared. Mastrantonio with the goal line clearance to keep the clean sheet alive for one Union Omaha. Calixtro into the mixer, and it's chested by Brewer, and Nuhu falls on it. Taking a while to collect his bearings, as he knows that he was so close, it doinked him in the head. The clearance for Mastrantonio, but Mastrantonio did just enough, stopping it with his knee and denying Jake Keegan of his 28th career USL 1 goal, which is the second most, 27, in USL League One history. That would have been Keegan's first goal since May 28th, and it would have put Knoxville right back in it. So you see in your screen at the bottom a few changes getting ready for Knoxville. Here's Brewer though down the right side with the karate kick to keep it in. Shaft Brewer Jr. lays it off. Brito has to recycle it up into the air, and that bounces for Lewis. So the changes for one Knoxville: Sam Fletcher will come in midfield. Looked like maybe Callum Johnson was one of the substitutes. Of course, we'll get you more info on those subs soon. Yep, there's Johnson. There was a third player though. Matt Vowinkle. As Knoxville charge ahead, that one is a little too emphatic of a pass. So here are your 3 substitutions for one Knox SC. Mark McKeever always does a great job to get everyone an opportunity to see the field. Sam Fletcher will be one change, as he started for the first time this season last week. Rodolfo Castro is out after his first Knoxville start. He's replaced by Callum Johnson. Callum Johnson making his 21st appearance, so he's featured quite a bit this season. Matt Vowinkle in for Jake Keegan, who was oh so close to his 6th goal, his team leading 6th goal it would have been of the season, but denied by the goal line clearance from Luca Mastrantonio. Omaha trying for a third here. Nice ball from Holt, but just wide of Gallardo. Back to Mastrantonio. Union Omaha up 2-0 on 1 Knox SC. Brito scoring in the 26th minute. Then the red card straight out of the locker rooms after the half for Angelo Kelly on his second yellow. 13 minutes later, Connor Doyle with his first goal of the season for Union Omaha. Everyone's been involved for Omaha. It feels like Dion Akoff had the first assist, Joe Gallardo the second. And if they can keep this clean sheet, it would be a historic 32nd clean sheet for Nuhu, as it would move him into sole possession of first all time. Steinwasser looking to cross as Gallardo, and it bounces out for a goal kick. That means another Modelo corner kick for Union Omaha. Trying to make it 3. Here's Connor Doyle. Already a goal tonight. Whips in a line drive. And that's headed up into the air and out of danger. Throw in coming for JP Skierce, who's been quieter tonight. More of a defensive role for him. Holt throws it in. Steinwasser lays it off. Headed by Skierce. That one deflects towards Steinwasser. And finally cleared by Knoxville. Mastrantonio kept this game 2-0 with an unbelievable stop on the shot by Keegan recently. Even though Knoxville's down a man, able to get that opportunity. Skierce is fouled, I believe. Omaha plays the advantage. Gallardo. Joe Gallardo deflected. And a chance for Omaha. Ends up being a throw-in. It was Brito who got that last shot away as the yellow card's awarded. It was Gallardo who did most of the work here, getting the shot off, and Brito actually had 2 opportunities there as he tried to redirect the initial shot. Almost like a hockey goal. That would have been almost a hockey assist. And then the rebound still found Brito as Omaha seek a third in Papillion. Callum Johnson recycles it for Chrysler. Fletcher. Fletcher was the one to get in the book for Knoxville. Picked up a yellow last week as well in his first start of the season. I asked Mark McKeever about giving him and Claudio those starts, as here's Calixtro for Knoxville. Mark McKeever told me you get 100% commitment from Sam Fletcher and Gabriel Claudio. They run through a brick wall for their teammates, and they put their head where it hurts. Fletcher comes off the field having run more than anyone else. And Gabby is maybe the team's best 1v1 defender. Here's Brito. He's shoved from behind, no foul. Just a little physicality. Frank Ross charging ahead for Knoxville. Trying to make something happen. Tries to twist. Fletcher for Calixtro. Been a non-factor down the right side so far. Hasn't gotten great service though. Good turn there, and a foul won by Knoxville. Frank Ross wins the foul. Former Scotland Youth International. Played for the go-ahead Eagles in the Dutch top flight before coming to Knoxville. Here is what earned him that foul. Just enough of a push from Doyle. Safe to say he doesn't like the call. As Union Omaha will have Chivani Willis coming in for the 9th time this season. From Kingston, Jamaica. Making way is the goal scorer, Joe Brito, as Brito gets a well-deserved ovation. Willis, 7 caps, 2 goals for the Jamaican men's national team. Shout out to Jamaica's women's national team. A shocking knockout stage berth. Got the U.S. women's national team playing tonight at 5 a.m. Long strike from distance is off the mark from Frank Ross. He went for it. And Nuhu just watched it sail past that far post. Applaud the effort from Frank Ross. He hit it well, but just couldn't put it on frame. And that is the story, as always, for one Knoxville. Look at the attacking numbers. They have, I think it's 7 shots, but only 2 on target. Meanwhile, Omaha with 16 shots, 5 of them on target, and 2 goals. Los Bujos surely on their way to their 5th straight home win. 6th game in a row unbeaten at Werner Park. As they play up a man. Heel crosses it towards the area, headed by Doyle. Headed back, Skiers switches play to the right. Gallardo can just waste time at this point if he wants to. Trying to chip it into the area though. And a nice back heel there and a foul won by Knoxville. Yeah, it might have been Fletcher. If so, well done. So just found out 7 minutes of stoppage time will be added on. And that is a delight if you're one Knoxville. They'll need every second of those 7 minutes to salvage something here on the road. And that might help. Matt Vowinkle earning the corner, the New Hyde Park, New York native, who has 1 assist this season. Stoppage time, 7 minutes, presented by Muchachos. And Waldeck will provide the service for Knoxville. Belted in. That's headed, I think, by Skiers. And it is called another corner. So yet another set piece opportunity for one Knoxville. And Omaha has 12 set piece goals allowed. That is 44% of the goals they've allowed this season, 12 out of 27. That's the highest percentage of goals allowed from set pieces of any team in the league. Waldeck finds no one. No one could get ahead to it. Fletcher, intriguing ball there. Asking the questions, but Omaha answers. Not a great decision there by Heel. And a free kick taken quickly by Fletcher, and he tried to play it quickly. I think his teammates are happy that the referee stopped that from happening. Jake time momentarily. Knoxville need a goal from this set piece. Waldeck takes. Interesting ball, and it pops out. I think this might be another corner kick. Omaha's getting tired of the set piece opportunities for Knoxville, as One Knox looks to take this one pretty quickly, as they know how badly they need a goal. Lifted in. That's headed by Skelton, but it's over the bar. Nice job by Jordan to get ahead to it, but Skelton unable to put it on frame. And it's still 2-0 Omaha. Only 4 minutes left here in stoppage 3 at home. It would be their 5th win in their past 5 home matches. They drew their one before that, so that would make it 6 games in a row unbeaten at Werner Park. Willis is taken down. It's another foul, as Fletcher needs to be careful. Not too careful, though, at this point in the match. Of course, if Knoxville gets another player sent off, that would be certainly it for them. Gallardo to take this free kick for Omaha, who have 12 set-piece goals to their own account, but they'll just recycle this to the back line. Suahi, though, plays it forward for Gallardo, who looked to make the first touch. Settles it. Gallardo into the area. That was an enticing ball from Alexi Suahi for Gallardo, but he couldn't control it right away, and that took any threat away from that play. That's for Brewer, but Waldeck able to clear it. Oh, nice header there for Knoxville. Played back to Lewis. If Omaha holds on, they'll pick up 7 points this season against Knoxville and be unbeaten against the side. Uh-oh. Chrysler, who is the league leader in yellow cards, with a shove there. One 1-1 draw, the first time these two teams met. That was in Nebraska. 2-1 win last time for Omaha. I asked Coach Casciato if that was a confidence booster for his team, as they were struggling to close out games early this season. And he said, my answer would be yes if we didn't lose to Lexington 3-0 the very next game. But no matter what's thrown at them, meaning his team, Union Omaha can win. Going through difficult circumstances and coming out the other side is important. Earlier in the season, people might have questioned our mentality, as Bowinkle picks up that yellow for One Knox, but no one is questioning One Knox's mentality now, as that yellow card is presented by Hale Varsity Club. Union Omaha with 7 wins in their last 9, should this result hold, and 3rd place in USL League One, and 45 seconds away from that becoming reality. If you would have told the Owls that after the start of the season, 2 wins in their first 12, that they'd be in 3rd place come August 5th, they'd think you were crazy. And Willis from distance, oh my! First goal of the season for Chavani Willis, and it's 3 for Omaha. That goal presented by Nebraska Lottery. To seal it for the Owls. That has to feel good for Chavani Willis, his first goal of the season for Union Omaha from the parking lot. And Lewis had no chance. That's more thrilling than riding Space Mountain. And Chavani Willis, the Jamaican international, makes it 3 for Union Omaha. That's 3 home matches with 3 wins in this homestand, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Owls. Giving the fans a wave. Chance for one Knoxville to get on the score sheet. Nuhu saves, but it's poked back in. And there goes the clean sheet. One Knox in the board. Finally, it's Callum Johnson to tap it home off the rebound. On a night where Richmond conceded, it was a chance for Rashid Nuhu to move into first place with 32 career clean sheets in his USL League One career, but this was just great play. Frank Ross, the shot on target, Nuhu just couldn't grab it, and Callum Johnson pounces on the opportunity to draw one back for Knoxville. But that is the last kick of the game, and that is your final 3-1 as Union Omaha shoots up into 3rd place. What a match between these two. Union Omaha with a clinic held one Knoxville off the board for 97, make it 98 minutes. 3 goals for Union Omaha. Joe Burrito, the opener. Connor Doyle gets the second. And the third scored by Chavani Willis, his first. So taking a peek at the man of the match. Who is the man of the match? So many options for Union Omaha, but the man of the match presented by Platinum Chiropractic and Wellness is none other than Connor Doyle. This goal, this wonderful header, was the second goal for Union Omaha. It was right after the red card, and it wrapped things up pretty much for the Owls as Doyle gets his first goal of the season. One of 3 goals tonight for Union Omaha. Fantastic performance from Doyle, providing lots of great services on set pieces, and he is on the score sheet for Union Omaha. So, we will take a quick break. Your final score, 3-1, Union Omaha over one Knox, as Union Omaha gets 9 points out of 9 possible points in their homestand. We'll be right back for the post-game show.
My name is Connor Doyle, and I'm a midfielder with Union Omaha. I was excited. It was obviously not a big reason why I came here, but Jay mentioned it as being a possibility of once joining the team, it was going to be a partnership with the club, and getting towards the end of my career, it was obviously a thing that I wanted to look towards finishing my degree, and so with the chance of getting a scholarship and kind of getting those things paid for, it was definitely pretty exciting and special. Like I said, I'm kind of nearing the end of my career in the next few years, and so it's kind of looking forward to that next step in life, and degrees go a big way in helping people make those next steps. So It's kind of the reason why I decided to finally get back into it. It's a big deal because you know there's guys like Yoskar who have the chance to kind of go pro at 18, but also you could go to a college and get a 4-year degree and maybe have a scholarship that way, but this gets things paid for, and he can be in a professional environment from a young age and learn. And so I think that's a big deal in terms of getting guys up through kind of the academy and stuff, and you can still promise them a degree and an education along with being in a professional environment. My name is Connor Doyle, and I am a Bellevue University student.
A final from Papillion, Nebraska. Union Omaha stays hot, winning 3-1 against 1 Knoxville. 3 goals for Union Omaha, and we're about to take a look at all of them with your match highlights. So taking a look at how it all went down, started with Dion Akoff down that right side, providing the service. It fell to Joe Brito, and he provided the opener for Union Omaha, 1-0 after this service. Great job all of the first half for Dion Akoff down the right side, and Joe Brito gets his first goal of the season. A lot of that tonight for Union Omaha. All 3 of their scorers scored for the first time. Joe Brito was the first. And this mistake almost led to Luis Heal's first. Heal, only one man to beat the keeper, Sean Lewis, sends it wide. And that was important at the time for Knoxville because it kept it 1-0. But then later, look at this strike, shielded out by Sean Lewis. It was Milanese who later exited the game, but then this goal, Gallardo providing the service and knotted home by your man of the match, Connor Doyle, with his first goal of the season for Union Omaha. Just a perfectly placed header. But that would not be all for the Owls. There would be just a bit more. This one somehow stayed out. Heel was denied twice this game. That one somehow stayed out thanks to Mastrantonio. And oh my goodness, Giovanni Willis? You gotta be kidding me. How about that for your first goal of the season? Knoxville did get on the board in stoppage time thanks to Callum Johnson. Johnson with his 3rd goal of the season. 3-1 your final. And let's take a look at those full-time stats. 3-1 in favor of Union Omaha. The shots, both teams with plenty of opportunities. Union Omaha with 9 more than Knoxville. That was key because they put 7 of them on target. Knoxville, as always, wins the possession battle. That's why they're the top team in that department in the league. Omaha was offside twice. Knoxville had 4 yellow cards. One of them turned red because Angelo Kelly had 2. And unfortunately for him, he'll be suspended again thanks to the red, just like he was 2 matches ago. 3-1, Union Omaha over 1 Knoxville. It was a wonderful match from Papillion, Nebraska, with 3 new goal scorers for Union Omaha. The Owls rise to 3rd place in USL League One with that win over Charlotte. Thanks to the whole crew. For Mauricio Rodriguez, my producer, audio engineer Giovanni Basabe, and replay operator Oswaldo Rodriguez, as well as everyone else, I'm Nevada Cullen saying so long, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in to USL League One.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.